Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be going over some kind of crazy news where we see Sony is now in regards to suing multiple gamers and multiple basically cheat engine sellers that are now affecting their overall games. Now, we've been kind of seeing this kind of floating around a little bit, and I kind of thought that, a lot of people would bring this up, that I kind of want to go talk about it myself, and we'll kind of just see the thoughts and opinions and all of you guys kind of go and think. So, apparently it's always not every day we get to go and see a big game company go and literally sue someone or a company or a place or whatever it may be. And well, at the end of the day, I hope none of you guys get sued. I think that's kind of a good goal for most people. I don't know, maybe you guys are different. I had a kind of weird Valentine's Day. I might end up getting sued at the end of the day anyway, but ideally I don't, big fingers crossed. But anyway, when it comes to big game developers, we don't usually see Microsoft or Nintendo or whoever basically going out and, trying to sue everyone. But right now, for the sake of some games, sake for the engines, and sake for everything in between, we're going to go talk about this ongoing drama that's been happening, in general. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. We also have all the Amazon links with all the normal raw consoles that are now currently available as in no bundles on Amazon, link down below. We have the Target links, Amazon links, and of course, the Twitter and Twitch room. And let's dive into the video. So as I've mentioned, when it comes to Sony has been a little bit of the, kind of usually low-key company. But sometimes Sony goes and buys out other specific companies, and they have a little bit more gusto in preserving their community, stopping anti-cheaters, or even kind of deal with all these PvP issues. And I think this one is a big thing to go and know because, Destiny 2, I'm sure you guys know of that one, is actually now in regards to suing some Destiny 2 cheaters now for $12 million. So I'm going to probably put Sony in the title or PlayStation, whoever, just because, it's literally a PlayStation game at this point. Sony literally owns them. They bought them on out. But Bungie, as of right now, is filing a lawsuit against Destiny 2 cheat seller Veteran Cheats, demanding an enormous $12 million in damages for a variety of claims. And, this is getting a little bit nifty, in kind of the weird way. So Bungie has now sued popular Destiny 2 cheat seller Veteran Cheats, seeking for a total of $12 million in damages. Now, they may not seem so much, you go and care that Bungie did a $4 billion acquisition, but don't forget a lot of these little smaller websites or basically a game hacking company that's essentially tied into for just a game. They're probably not making that much money or really worth that much money. If you guys try to go and sue me, I am definitely not worth $12 million as much as I would like to lie and kind of say I am. I wish I was. But basically, that's sometimes a lot of hard money to go get, especially if most of your money is from college kids or people playing video games at the end of the day. Not to say there's something bad, but just to take $12 million is kind of hard to do. So it's one of the most popular live service games around. Destiny 2 often suffers from cheating in many forms. First released in 2017, which kind of seems crazy how long ago that is, Destiny 2 has gone on to become a mainstay in the looter-shooter genre. Bungie has continued to support the game with frequent updates, with a huge expansion released nearly every year since release. This year is no different, with the upcoming release of Destiny 2 Lightfall's expansion pack, and in an era where there's many live service games have been released and quickly abandoned, Bungie's commitment to long-term support for Destiny 2 is great for players, especially now that the game is free to play for anyone who hasn't played the game before. So basically, they just have, if you're a free-to-play game, if you guys look at games like Fortnite, PUG, CSGO, typically you get kind of played a lot more with cheaters just because you can essentially have anyone go and cheat on your game because, it's free. You don't have to spend $30, $60, whatever it might be, or even sometimes in the case of Steam, you don't even have to have a paid membership like a PS Plus. So obviously a lot of those kind of cheaters like to conjugate towards games like that where they're free to play. And a lot of Destiny 2 PvP is mostly free to play too as well, depending on what you're playing. So basically, according to the motion filed by Bungie itself, the company is seeking a total of $12,059,059 from Veteran Cheats for a variety of claims, including copyright infringement claims, circumvention claims, and attorney fees. Broken down, it amounts to $146,000 for copyright infringement, $11.7 million in circumventing claims, so basically all the cheats sold, so basically all the money and profit they made to basically make this Bungie, Destiny 2 game a little bit worse, because obviously if you have a player base for a game and people are paying money for microtransactions or DLCs, if they have cheaters in the game, they may stop playing. If I'm playing a game and I'm paying money for it, bro, and someone's cheating on me, I'm probably out. That's maybe I'll give it a few times if it's a random one-time thing, but games like Escape from Tarkov and other popular FPS games right now, guess what? Bro, if you have cheaters and it took you a long time to get your gear or loot or just it's not a good vibe, people don't want to deal with that. So This one they also want to go into for around $200,000 in attorney fees. The circumvention claim equates to around $2,000 per cheat, with 5,842 Destiny 2 cheats sold in total. Now, that's another big thing to kind of know on how insanely large that number is. That is a way bigger number than expected. That's way more than, in all honesty, that's just a lot. Like, it really is just a lot at the end of the day. A lot of people playing it. So this isn't Bungie's first time in the courtroom, though, over in-game cheats, because last year, a Destiny 2 cheat company had its own lawsuit appeal thrown out by a judge, with the judge finding no merit for the company's counter-arguments. So as of right now, it does kind of seem like all these games and companies and everything in between are kind of struggling. Like, I don't think you guys should ever go and cheat. I think cheaters never prosper, obviously. So you go and see this stuff, and it's just not a good vibe. Like, I mean, bro, I don't want to play a Destiny 2 game and get cheaters in it, which is probably why Bungie is suing these folks. But at the same time, like, it's just a really hard court case to defend against. Like, bro, $12 million is a lot of money, especially if you're like a mid-tier company even then. And even on top of that, if you're just a bunch of rad-tag group of folks trying to go sell some cheats, bro, $12 million is a lot of money. And once again, Bungie has experience in this. They've had a chance to go and sue with other folks. And I mean, I'm kind of like okay with this, I think. You guys would like to hear your thoughts down below. Because if you're a game company, you want your game to be good. You want your game company to be good. So when you go and deal with this stuff, you're like, bro, I don't want to deal with cheaters. So how do we stop cheaters? Well, let's send them a cease and desist. Well, they're maybe based in like China or like some other random foreign country. We can't do anything. Well, let's try to go and take them down in the court. And then at that point, they kind of have to respond if you escalate to that point overall. So basically, they say it's unclear for how long it'll take for the complete resolution of these claims, with complex lawsuits often taking years to conclude. With the company seemingly embroiled in many lawsuits at the moment, it could take a while for its backlog of lawsuits to be resolved. The lawsuits aren't about the cheats, though, because Bungie is actually suing a Destiny 2 YouTuber for $7 million, and we actually covered that news too. A little bit of like a side note with that one. Basically, there was people who were basically claiming to be Bungie, like Destiny 2 game itself, and they were claiming out a bunch of sound effects. So I'm not sure why Bungie's had to go and do with all these random folks for a few millions of dollars, but they were essentially going in like false flagging videos. And they're saying, oh, hey, this random video with Bungie music. Let's say you're doing a Let's Play or doing a strike or a raid or whatever it might be. Then, yeah, they were getting taken down by quote-unquote Bungie. Now, of course, the name actually wasn't Bungie. This was some random person being like, oh, this is totally Destiny, and they're totally claiming this. At the end of the day, Destiny themselves are like, bro, we're okay with it. Like, we're cool. We like when people promote our stuff on YouTube or Twitch, which I think is how it really should be for most game companies. And then, yeah, they had to deal with that. But the big thing is that they still have a lot of cheaters kind of being played throughout this. So basically, Bungie's dedication to going after cheat sellers is essential to keeping the future of Destiny 2 safe. Free-to-play games are frequently a target for cheaters, so the company must remain vigilant to ensure it's kept to a minimum, or they risk losing players. And I mean, like I said, and I would like to hear your thoughts, I think if I go and see this, bro, I'm out. Like, I don't like cheaters in games. If it happens, it happens. I mean, I'm not like, oh my god, one time I'm done. But if you have a game that's being played by cheaters over time, and the company's not trying to do anything with it, and they're also trying to sell things like DLCs or microtransactions, yeah, that leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. I don't like it at all. And as well, like, I mean, if you have a kind of, sometimes in Destiny between their content, like their big expansions, their concurrent player base is usually kind of low. Like, it's actually kind of on the lower side. So, I don't know. It's really weird. I mean, it's good. I think it's good. Like, I think they should be suing these people. They should be trying to take these websites down and should not be encouraging folks to cheat or go and try to scheme up other YouTubers because, well, that's just not good for the community overall, the few people who actually go play the game. But as well, like, it's kind of crazy because Sony keeps on end up suing all these folks. Granted, it's Bungie, but I mean, they're owned by Sony, so it's whatever. So basically, with no apparent plans for Destiny 3 anytime soon, there's also, once again, don't even get me a start on that rant, I would love to play Destiny 3. The continued success of Destiny 2 is surely the priority of Bungie at the moment. While the company is seemingly committed to stopping cheaters in the courtroom, their in-game efforts still need some work. And as I said before, there's even like human errors that happen too as well. So I don't know, it's kind of crazy to see these big legal battles of like tens of millions of dollars, because $12 million, I mean, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money for these, like, not crazy big games. But once again, like, if I'm Bungie, I don't want people cheating in my game. I don't want people ruining my game or getting, like, free loot for whatever reason if they're doing, like, strikes or raids. Like, it makes sense. You want to make sure it's good. You want to make sure it's on top of it. You want to make sure it's solid. And at the end of the day, just, I mean, I'm kind of with them. I want them to go in, well, not... I don't know. I want them to be good. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. Amazon links for all the brand new Raw consoles down below. And of course, Target Amazon links too. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed. the notifications on.